Welcome back, everybody, to another episode.
I'm gonna spill the beans. So basically, we just did the intro and we said hi and stuff. We got to the point where we asked you guys how you guys were doing, and then the camera shut off. So we don't know what happened there. But now this is take two.
Yes, it
Hello.
seemed to have not been recording, even though I could have sworn I thought I pressed the record button.
Yeah. Well, hello. How are you guys doing? It's good to hear. Glad you guys are doing good. And if you're not doing good, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope it gets better. I did my part, so.
Well, now I forgot. Now the whole flow is ruined because I put out all my energy in that first take.
What? What do you mean you put out all your energy? That was like 30 seconds of our time.
Yeah, but that was like, the intro to just get things going. I don't know. Anyways, hi guys. We're back for another episode. Did I say happy Friday already? I know I did earlier.
You said it in the take one.
Okay, well, happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, happy Friday.
It is almost Christmas time.
Sure is.
When next week's episode comes out, it'll already be Christmas, right?
Yes, Christmas is on Wednesday.
Yes, it'll be 27th.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Now that that's coming up, what is next Friday?
The 27th. I just said that.
Yeah, we got New Year's coming up.
We got lots of things. This is December is always a event packed month. Or
yeah,
just because of the 1 week. That 1 week is just like back to back.
So things. Horrible for us because the 23rd is one of my siblings' birthday. The 24th is Christmas Eve.
Sky.
Oh yeah, Sky has his 9-month birthday, but that's like not really, the thing. He's gonna get his little whipped cream cup, and that's it.
No fun.
But yeah, 23rd is a family member birthday. The 24th is Christmas Eve, and a family member birthday on her side, her mom's. And then the 25th, Christmas, obviously. And then the 28th is...
You said like the 26th to the 28th all in one go.
Huh?
The way that you just said that, you just said all 3 dates. Never mind.
The 28th is our 4-year dating. Well, yeah, 4-year dating anniversary. So I like to call it more the we've been together anniversary. Because yeah, we officially became official 28 December 2020.
Yes.
That's a milestone right there. 4 years of being together, 4 long gray hair making years.
Oh, shut up.
It
hasn't not been long.
I cry myself to sleep every night.
Shut up. I'm gonna make you cry yourself to sleep.
And then yeah, obviously after that it's New Year's. So it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's good times. Very, very good times. Looking forward to it.
Yes. This is 1 year where we don't really we definitely don't have plans as of right now, but who knows? But also just people wise, don't really have much going on here this year. We have people, obviously. We have some friends, but again, we don't really have set plans. This is, I think, the first year that we actually don't have a big thing to be a part of. It'll really just be us and Sky.
Yeah, we decided ultimately to keep at home this year. Nobody's gonna be no family members are coming out or anything. We were planning on going to the Dolomites for our anniversary, just like we did earlier in the year for our wedding anniversary. Mm-hmm. But
every year instead of doing gifts, we try to do a little trip.
Yeah.
So this year,
and so
decided to stay home.
Yeah, this year we still did a few gifts, but we were going to spend the bulk of the money on a trip. But now that that's not happening, that money will go into my savings account instead. So that's also good. We've also talked about probably trying to get some new wardrobes so we can start getting these cardboard boxes out of our hallways because it's just full of all our clothes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're staying at home, not really gonna do much, and good. Honestly, I mean, I would have liked to go to the Dolomites, but it's also good to stay home, save some money, keep it nice and intimate. And also, the realization for me is like really kicking in these last few weeks, where it's like 2025 is going to be one of the bigger years of our life thus far. Some of you guys have heard the whispers, and the talks on the street, the word on the river. Next year we're gonna try and get this try to grow the family. Yeah.
Not with a dog this time.
Yeah, not with the dog. So we're trying to create a human being around this time next year. So the realization is kicking into my brain where I'm just like, I would love to do something for our anniversary, but money. And then also we have a big next few months coming up as well. February, you guys know we're doing the High Rocks, and it's also Valentine's.
Mm-hmm.
And then March is Sky's 1 year old birthday, starting 1 years old. That's cute. What a guy.
He looks dead. His eyes are rolled back. Oof. And they're open, so all you see is white, and his mouth is open.
Yeah, he's passed out.
Give me your phone.
And then obviously, as you guys know, my birthday is in April. So just looking at the projection over the next few months, it sounds like a lot of money is not going to be in my pocket. So yeah, I decided to
also because like I just told him that obviously with us, this guy, his eyeballs are just like that white is just his eyeball rolled back.
Oh yeah,
he's looking a little scary.
Yep, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ. We're gonna need to.
He is out.
Something needs to happen over there.
Anyways, yeah, with the whole baby thing, I had mentioned to him like this is our first child, so obviously there needs to be a lot that we need to get in terms of like setting up little nursery and just first time baby things. And also I have expensive tastes, so the things that I do want, like
you have
strollers and things, are not cheap.
Married into the Air Force, so that expensive taste went out the window, ma'am.
Well,
2 years ago.
That's why it's good to start saving now, so then that way the money's there for when I want these things.
Yeah.
It's really just anything that I want. It's really just a stroller, which, to be fair, you should be investing in a good stroller anyways. Safety of the child.
Sure.
So, yeah, I have my idea for a stroller, but it's also like $2,000, so gotta save.
Yeah, but yeah, the realization is kicking in for me because we've been watching this YouTube channel for the past few weeks now. If you guys don't know who Caleb Hammer is, I suggest you go find him. He's his whole thing is having people like gravely in debt come onto his YouTube channel, and he like does a financial audit on them. So he goes through all their credit cards, all kinds of debt, mortgage, car loans, personal loans. Like he will and then the thing that makes it special, right? That's why I love this show, is that he specifically, like when you come onto a show, he gives you a consent form because his style of going through your stuff and your life is roasting you and like just fully berating your entire existence, which is hilarious. And yeah, no, it's good content. But we do get a lot out of it. Like it does open your eye up to how actually, like, forgive me to those of you that have been on a show and anybody that's not on the show and that's in terrible debt. It opens your eyes to the amount of stupid people.
Well, you know what the main problem is that like nobody's ever taught anything when it comes to money and just like real world in general. Like school doesn't teach you about that. You literally just have to go through it and learn from it, and that's literally just life.
It's true. But there are a lot of dumb people on that show.
Obviously there's like some things that are pretty common sense, especially when it comes to money. Like there are some things that you should just know right off the bat, but there are also like a good portion of things that You just don't really
Yeah, no.
learn at all in life until you come across it and you end up in a bad situation like that where you are in debt and you can't, it's already like too late to where you just have a lot to make up for. So
Yeah.
it's half and half.
I call these people stupid in like the nicest way possible, if that's even possible, is because like she said, I do sympathize because we're not taught this. Not in high school, not in college, at least that I know about. It's not something that we're thrown into the adult world having knowledge about on and how to do. So it's like whether your parents teach you at home or not, we all just kind of have to figure it out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah, because obviously everybody's gonna have a different situation when
yeah,
it comes to money, just depending like where you're at in life. So it's never gonna be like a this is the standard way of things and this is how you should go about it. It's really just like figuring it out along the way.
yep, we're all just figuring it out. But yeah, no, the show enrages me and makes me laugh, and also I sympathize with these people because we're not taught these things. But it enrages me when you get to like that 150-year-old lady who's making 200 grand a year, and she was $500,000 in debt over stupid stuff, mostly just dumb spending. Like it's that level of like when you're a certain age and you have X amount of debt, there's a point where I don't really feel sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that you're in that scenario, but it's like you're also like you're a grown person. Come on now. And this specific lady, like 200K a year, and you're in $500,000 of not even good debt, not like a mortgage, not like I don't know if cards are considered good. Nah, she's just stupid. She was stupid for sure. But yeah, no, you do get a lot out of this show. Is the point? There's a lot of positives to take away. Caleb also recommends as and is in partnership with a lot of good resources. He offers financial classes that I've contemplated taking every now and then, but to be fair, there's also free resources, from the military that I'm offered, so I don't need to go and spend that money. But yeah,
Not sponsored, but you should check it out.
yeah, no affiliation to Caleb whatsoever, but I think his content is really good. He's in that pool with the Dave Ramseys of the world and other financial advising type people. But he's just funny because, like I said, his whole content
really
is
craps
roasting
on
you.
people.
Yeah, no, he will shred you to pieces.
He really goes beyond the line sometimes, but like
Yeah.
to be fair, you do go on that show expecting that and signing a contract saying this is okay. So
Yeah.
it is funny to watch, but some of his comments are pretty brutal.
Yeah, no,
But
it's good stuff though.
it's what they need to hear. But yeah, it really just puts like a big perspective on money and like
Yeah.
how fast things can add up and how quickly things can really just take a turn and put you
Yeah.
down a hole.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, watching that show, I've learned a lot, but my biggest takeaway is just like opening my eyes up to the next few years. Because, like I said, mostly starting with the kid of it all.
This is real life now.
Yeah,
We are
so
going to be responsible for
I'm about
a
to start
child.
getting like if you thought I was stingy with my gold these past few years, we're about to get real stingy. I'm talking about we're not going to the outlet stores anymore over there with all the Gucci stores and the whatnot. The only outlet store we're going to for the next few years, the BX. They got good stuff in there. You want some shoes? Go into that off-brand Nike section in the BX. Oh, you want some clothes? Hey, they had that one company like
Free
Free People or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Loki. Sometimes the BX has some like nice select like 5 things every like 6 months.
Well, yeah, they rotate their brands, so like they do have real things come in. But like
they do have real brands. They have real brands. It's just the rejects of the real brands.
Not the ideal shopping experience.
Yeah, it's the stuff that like went out of style like a year ago, but then now it's showing up on the clearance rack in the BX. So from now on, that's where we're shopping.
It's not even like we go out shopping.
And we don't go shopping ever, but I'm just saying.
The only time that we really had like big shopping spending was the first few months that we were here, which we've talked about. We just kind of did a lot of spending those first few months.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And just like random holiday things when it comes up. We really don't spend our money like irresponsibly.
We don't. But I think I'm wanting to just get like real strict about it and put a number on things because we don't have a budget. We're just kind of like
I mean,
freely.
it's pretty, even like still putting a budget, because it's not even like we do any, like, if we do go out, it's maybe going out to eat and
Yeah,
like, I don't know, some random thing that's just happening during the week or on the weekends or just something to do. Even then, that's not really like we can still manage to go and do all those things
yeah,
within $300, putting aside for, I don't know, activities, two or three. Like, we really don't spend a lot of
yeah. No, like that's what I'm saying. Like we're good. We're just like loosely kind of guiding ourselves in the right direction. But
money. Yeah.
being that we have an exciting an exciting next few years coming up, I think I'm gonna start getting real tight about it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I came up with this genius idea earlier that since we do make a considerable amount of money here, just with me alone, I want to get rid of our car payment as fast as possible. Um, we're not due to have that car paid off until like sometime in
27?
2029. Actually,
Oh, I thought it was
it was a
27.
7 year contract.
Oh, yes, it
Yeah,
was.
whatever 84 months is. But yeah, we're not due to pay off our car until 2029. And I'm just like, no, honestly, like I really thought about it today. I'm like, no, I make too much money out here in Italy to not have that paid off well before 2029. And the faster I can put those $500 a month in my pocket, the faster we can stack bread for a nice new car way later down the road. Or, a house payment or literally anything else ever than a stupid car loan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This past year, I've gotten real sick of anything with the word loan in it. I'm pissed off. I want to get rid
Yeah.
of any and all debt. Anything that has loan next to it, instantly mad. Car loan, kill yourself. Personal loans, set yourself on fire, and I hope it hurts to the highest degree.
Yes, we had our lesson there.
Yeah. It seemed like a good idea at the time. And don't worry, I got it taken care of. It wasn't like bad. It was just, it's not like I didn't, I won't call myself stupid, but I definitely wasn't smart to do what I did. But don't worry, that was taken care of real easy. I literally got that done in less than a year. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, and man, you guys, if some of you guys have been watching our vlogs and stuff since we've been in Alaska, I've talked about it in the vlogs earlier this year, and like as we were leaving Alaska, is that um we had a lot of run-ins with car dealerships before leaving Alaska, and boy, I am never going to buy a car again unless I can go in there and write a check for it. If I'm not paying for a car in cash, I'm not buying it. I'm not doing the finance thing anymore. I'm not trying to go in there and like what you call it, negotiate a price. I'm not doing none of this. Trade in value. You can dealerships and any car salesman can respectfully suck my butthole.
No.
Yeah, and I hope you choke on it. All right.
No.
Yeah. No, I've been pissed off to the highest degree for the past like year
Mm-hmm.
with car dealerships and car salesmen. They're the scum of the earth. I love them because they're human beings and whatnot, but they're the scum of the earth. All right, we all know it, and especially to us military people. You
Yeah.
guys, you guys. Ooh, I almost said the R word. You guys destroy our pockets as military, young military. Oh, you want the Hellcat, huh? Let me slap you with this 37% interest for the rest of your life. No, no, no. Car salesmen are sleazy. So yeah, I made the conscious decision leaving Alaska that I'm never buying a car unless I'm gonna go in there and write a check for it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
it. So yeah, guys, we're tightening up the budget. I hope you like our day-to-day at-home vlogs because there's gonna be a lot more of that. We're gonna find some stuff to do around the house. All right, we got a big backyard. I might try and record like a full length football game one of these days. Hey, the Super Bowl is coming up. I might just have the
When
whole
is that
shop come
supposed
to
to
the
be?
house. Oh, actually, they just
February?
we talked about it. February 10th. So I'm assuming the Super Bowl is the 9th then, because they're
Oh,
talking about
God,
February
that's gonna
10th.
be a busy week then, because we got High Rocks, and then
Oh no no no! Something was on the 10th, and something was in like the teens or the 20s. But either way, we're already being told that late reporting is for the day after the Super Bowl. So obviously it's in the middle of the night here.
of course.
So Super Bowl is going to be real late here in Italy. We're probably going to get into work probably around like noon the next day. Work
What
like
time
2
is it gonna
hours.
be at? Like midnight?
Mm, I think usually,
Oh, President's Day is the 17th.
yeah, yeah. I think for us over here, the Super Bowl probably starts at least around midnight, and then it's like a 5-6 hour operation between the halftime show and the actual
Yeah, that's
game
just like an
and the ads.
overnight thing.
Yeah, that's why they're just saying late reporting, and it's probably going to be around like noon. We get to go into work at noon, work until like 3 o'clock, go home. Yeah. Anyways, what did we have for topics today? Because I this was just a rant about random stuff just now.
I mean, yeah, I just kind of wrote down what we've been up to recently, because normally we always have something to rant about, anyways. Um, if you guys haven't kept up with our vlogs, we went out to Verona this past weekend
Oh yes, yes we
with
did.
our friends. That was fun. Hello.
Easy.
Yeah, gosh. Um, it's kind of like a mini Rome because they have the Colosseum. Just well, no, they don't have a Colosseum. It's really called the Arena. That's not even considered a Colosseum. But
I mean, it is a
it basically
Colosseum.
looks like the no. If you look, it's called the Arena, and then Rome is the Colosseum.
1 second.
It's not. That is not classified as a Colosseum. But the building literally looks like a miniature Colosseum from Rome. Yeah, it was a mini Rome. We just did some light shopping. See, you look up Colosseum and it's the one that comes up from Rome.
Well, yeah, because that's like the Colosseum, but it's actually
Exactly.
called the Flavian Amphitheater.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the place in Verona.
Well, hold up, hold up. Yeah, keep talking.
I'm saying the place in Verona is
Yeah, no, I
called
know,
the Arena,
I know,
not the
I know what it's
Colosseum.
called. I just think it still classifies as a large theater, cinema, or stadium. A Colosseum can literally be anything.
I mean, yeah, sure, but on the map it doesn't say Colosseum. So, anyways, yeah, we went out there. We did some light shopping, kind of. We just bought shoes, so
Oh,
that
like
kind of
$400.
that really just upped the spending budget there, because he got a pair of shoes and then he got me a pair of shoes for Christmas.
Yeah, I couldn't find those shoes online, so I just bought them since they were already in the store.
Mm-hmm. And then when we were out there, there was we were taking pictures right in front of the arena, and then a guy came up to one of our friends because she was holding my coffee because we were taking pictures. And he comes up to us and he's like, "Can I have that? I'm thirsty."
That was so weird.
I was very thrown off, but I was like grabbing our because I put all of our shopping bags on the floor because we were taking pictures, so I had to put everything down. I immediately grabbed all the bags because I was waiting for him to like steal something. Because the way that he approached us was just really funny and like kind of out of nowhere. Like he like reached and went for the cup, and then she kind of like backed away. Like, what are you doing? And then he said he was thirsty. If you can have the drink. That was funny. That's a pretty common occurrence out in Alaska, where homeless people take their drinks.
Oh yeah, in Alaska. Yeah, because you'll be in like
It's crazy out there.
the little coffee hut lines, and between the coffee hut and the car, a homeless man will just like run right in between as they're giving out the coffee into the car.
And then we had a friend who, like, when she first got there, she was walking downtown, and a homeless person literally went to like go take the drink out of her hand without saying anything. Like, just went and grabbed it, and then that just scarred her for her time in Alaska. But yeah,
So funny.
they're crazy out there in Alaska. Alaska's kind of, you know, Anchorage is scary in a good,
Well, duh.
a lot of, I all of Anchorage is scary. There is
Yes.
not even like a good spot to be in where like you genuinely feel safe. I think base is like the only area that actually
Well,
feels
no, out
safe.
there in South Anchorage, up on the mountains where all the big nice houses are, the
Oh yeah, I guess
sophisticated
down there
area,
where like we did the races and stuff.
or like Eagle River, the nice parts of that too.
Well, Eagle River is Eagle River. Anchorage is scary.
Well, yeah, that's what I was telling you before you moved to Anchorage. Before we got married, I'm like, yo, this place is a dump. And you're like, nah, this can't be that bad. And I'm like, no, 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 trust me. When you get here,
It
you're gonna see.
was no, that place was scary. There were so many just like so many incidents, especially at the parking garage that I worked at. I was convinced so many times that like somebody was gonna take me because I get out pretty late. And then obviously during the winter it's like always dark out. So
Yeah.
being in that garage is not fun. Especially like when we go in during the day and I have to park on freaking the other side of the world because it's so packed. But then I'm in a closing shift, so then when I get out, it's like pitch black. So now I'm having to walk all the way on the other side of the garage by myself. I was always convinced that like some homeless man was gonna come out. But yeah,
Gotta keep that thing on you.
were we allowed? I think we were.
Yes,
Anchorage.
Alaska is like super, super pro gun. A 14-year-old could have guns.
Yeah, I was just never. You know, I'm not really scared of people
It's
like
just
that.
that technically, especially since we lived on base, we would have had to register it on base.
Yeah,
But
that was a stupid
a
thing
friend
too.
who shall, or actually friends who shall not be named at this time, they both had weapons of a variety. Couldn't tell you. I never saw it. Wink, wink. Um, that were not particularly let known to the base,
Mm-hmm.
and they lived on base. So, you know, people follow the rules. People also don't follow the rules. And there was also this one rule where that you couldn't have like a bully breed of any kind, and yet literally our whole like
Oh
the
yeah,
neighborhood we lived in specifically, when you turn past it, there's at least like 10 bully breeds in our neighborhood alone.
in our little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, in our little cul-de-sac, there was literally a massive. Oh, I will never get over this dog. It
It's so
was this
scary. Look, it was so cool.
massive badass with like a cane corso, stone gray, stone colored eyes, and it would literally it was one of those like perfectly trained cane corsos.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know those videos that you guys see on TikTok sometimes of a cane corso like just kind of posted up, laying on the ground, like kind of like a little turret, just watching the kids, like looking side to side. That was literally that dog watching over that house's kids. And every time we drove past it, I was like, I want that. And instead, I got a special needs Staffy.
The Cane Corso was like expectation, and then you see Sky, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we got we got a special one out of the pack.
Listen, guys, I tried. All right. When we first thought about getting a dog, I first suggested a cane corso because I was thinking about that dog across the street from us in Alaska. That thing was so cool, dude. Oh my goodness. But no, we got an energy filled, big four-headed Staffy.
He's a big fat rat.
Yeah.
But it's okay, we love him.
Big fat New York rat. Just a big loaf is what he is. A fat sausage.
He really is just a log when he's laying down.
Goodness gracious.
His fat rat tail.
But yeah, Anchorage was not particularly. What? I just forgot everything we were talking about.
No, because we went into. I was talking about the drinks and then Anchorage and how terrible that place is. It's not
Yeah.
terrible. Just like it is, I'm pretty sure number one's. What is it? Crime. Worst
Yeah,
crime.
it's definitely one of the higher crime rate cities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like one of the most dangerous cities. I'm pretty sure it's one of those
Yeah.
things. It's
And,
number
like-
one though in one of those things.
Yeah, and growing up in South Florida, you frequent Miami and like these big cities a lot. I thought the homelessness and the drugginess was real bad in Miami, Boy,
God, Anchorage
let
was
me tell you
so
something.
bad.
Anchorage is a different breed. All right, the homelessness is.
Because they have to like be immune to this cold that they have
Oh
to
yeah,
live
no,
in.
they're
So
like,
they're just like they're super crackheads.
yeah, they're super. They're like, it's like the best comparison I can give you is Miami is like the Walking Dead zombies, and then Anchorage is like the World War Z zombies. They're like the cracked up all over the place
That
zombies.
is
You have
so
no
true.
idea the amount of weird stuff we saw in the streets, just like driving out on a regular day or night. Just
Yeah.
like on the sidewalk, you'd see some crackhead homeless person just doing the craziest stuff, dancing around, jumping around,
There was
like
like
literally
little
spazzing out.
there's little cities like
Oh,
knowing
yeah, there's
like in
hobo cities
some
everywhere. Oh my goodness.
they would all just pack they would all pack in a little tent. I mean, because you got to stay warm. Like it's so cold, and then to be homeless and like have no layers. But like to be fair, they're probably all drugged up, so like that's keeping them
I
warm.
can't feel anything anyways.
Yeah, no, but it's scary out there.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of no homeless man anymore.
We could we could have definitely had guns if we wanted to. And especially if we had stayed, that IPCOT had gone through and we moved to off base,
Hmm.
easy money.
Yeah,
But yeah, here we are, not over there. Although we do want to, we did. It's weird because we like Anchorage.
hundred
We would
percent
go
would go
back
back
like
though.
today if we could.
Yeah, get me on a plane tonight. I'll be out there, but it is a little sketchy. But
Yeah,
it's just like you get used to it. It's the community. It's okay. Just leave
yeah,
them alone. Stay out of their business, and they'll leave you alone. Hopefully, sometimes they want to come talk to you, but yeah, they're just crazy. But honestly, I've never been scared of people like that. The biggest thing with military wives out there was that like they're literally afraid to step out of their house or like going anywhere without their husband. Like the amount of Facebook posts I would see every day of people just complaining and talking about how scared they are to leave their house. Kind of stupid. But I mean,
sissies.
fair is like Anchorage is Anchorage, but like I don't know. I've just never been the type of person to be like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared." No. I'm going to fight back if you do something to me. Also, I'd walk out like with my water bottle and that thing was hefty. So I was just ready to like knock somebody in the head if somebody really came for me when I was walking to my car.
Yeah,
But yeah, good old times in Anchorage. Miss that place.
yep.
Anyways, we're talking about Verona. Sorry. Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
a quick little day trip that we did. Only a few hours away, not even.
2 hours.
Yeah. They did have a Christmas market, but compared to Christmas markets in Europe and just like how they normally are, it was not the best. And even everybody was saying on Facebook, like, definitely don't make the Christmas market in Verona be like something you actually try to go and see because it's not worth it. I don't know what happened. Apparently, every year it's like really good, and then this year it just kind of went to Dookie and they didn't do as much. So everybody was complaining. But yeah, they didn't really have like it didn't feel like a Christmas market. It really just felt like, oh, there's sellers here.
Hmm.
It wasn't Christmas themed at all, or like didn't have like hot chocolate huts. Just typical things. Next year though, we should definitely try to make our way to Vienna because obviously Vienna is the number one Christmas market.
Yeah.
So we will definitely get out there next year because we
Show for show.
will have our passports.
Yes.
We we need to get on that.
Yes.
Like actually, we need to.
Hmm.
We've been saying this for since we got here.
Yeah.
We've been here for almost a year now, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it because we actually have motivation this time.
Yeah.
Because
Our motivation is that we have friends.
yes,
The new friends we've been talking about so much. Uh, one of them was trying to plan a little trip to Vienna, and we were like, "Oh, we don't have passports," and she's like, "You guys suck."
yeah.
So
So we're
yeah,
gonna do it because I mean, obviously, the whole point of us being in Italy was to travel and see as much as we can, and a year has already passed. So the next few years are definitely gonna fly by just as quick.
yeah,
And especially, I would like to get out as much as we can before a child actually comes to the world. just be a little bit easier. So
Yeah.
we'll get on it. We just need to actually like sit down one day and do all these things that we keep talking about that we don't do.
Yeah.
Just like the all the adulting things, investments, passports, other important
Well, we're gonna take care of
adulting
the
things.
investments thing tomorrow, hopefully. At least like learn more, because I set up a little financial readiness appointment tomorrow just to like get an idea of some investment things that I'm curious about. I don't know too much about Roth IRAs. I don't really know like specifically how the Air Force retirement system works. Like if I were to go 20 years, which I keep saying if, but like in reality, it's probably what's gonna happen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. There's just things investment wise that I'm curious about and how to maximize over the course of a career. So, yeah, we're gonna go in there and try to learn something tomorrow and be setting up. Maybe even put together a budget, maybe, and see if we can like, I don't know, just maximize money, investment, maximize money long term and short term.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to figure out, excuse me, the best way forward on how to get rid of that car payment, like I said.
In other news, this guy's nuts.
What?
We're gonna take him away.
Oh yeah, I think that's the conclusion we've come to.
I really, I really don't want to because obviously, like, we wanted to get another puppy, and we wanted to have more puppies because just Frito babies running around everywhere, so cute, and they're so adorable and chunky. And knowing Sky and his chunkiness, they'd come out with chunky babies, and it would be so cute. But I don't think it's gonna happen, guys.
I mean, we don't have to. We can get a female dog like later down the road.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
our
like
plan is to literally go to the UK after this. That country is rampant with staffies.
that. I mean, yes, it's definitely possible. My thing is like timing wise. Obviously, a kid is coming at some point, and trying to handle a toddler and another dog, and then a dog being pregnant, and then having babies, and then now we have like 14 dogs in the house with a toddler, and probably by then another child. So there would definitely be like two kids already, if not one kid and another
Well,
one on the way, with all of this puppy breeding happening. And that just seems like a lot.
you can also not do the puppy breeding until like way like after the second kid is like done and out the way.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like really hard to.
Because I want my $1,300 back.
It's hard to keep a female, or it's hard to keep a male dog away from female, especially when you know she's having her time. They get so horny. I saw this one video on TikTok of where she had to put the female dog in the crate, and there were three other male dogs like going crazy, like literally climbing over the cage and like humping the cage, and they were like actually being horn dogs. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. They were trying to attack her, but she has to keep her in the crate because they're going crazy.
That's funny.
They just want to make babies, but they're
Well,
literally
yeah.
being crackheads, humping the crate because they're trying to get to her. It was so weird, but yeah, like it's trying to keep them apart for that long and making sure that nothing happens. Like Sky is already such a horn dog. He wants to hump things. He humps, little boy dogs.
You have to say it like that.
He did. He had one friend, and his first time he had his little play date. The whole time was just humping him.
Hey,
Not 1 second that they could just like play like normal dogs. Sky just wanted to be on top of him.
hey man, listen. I gave Sky one specific mission. I told him, show that little boy who's boss. Now, I didn't tell him to hump the other little boy dog, but you know, he he followed my instruction. He asserted dominance, and I'm proud of him for that one.
And that's how he acts with a male dog. It'll be 2 seconds before he tries to get at a female.
Well,
Especially when she's, on her time.
Well, all right then.
So I want to have little baby puppies because so cute, little chunky babies. There's a bunch of Fritos everywhere and big bellies. Well, their chunky little bellies all out when they're all sleeping and they're just out there like grandpas.
Yeah.
So cute. I don't know. I think that's something that we're just gonna have to see timing wise and just like where we're at. It's definitely something that we just have to wait.
Well,
I don't think we can really say.
What I can't be bothered with right now is like all the paperwork and all the breeding stuff. That's like a lot too. I can't be bothered to care about what's going on there.
I mean, yeah, if we're doing it right, we do have to like legally do things with the city and
Yeah,
paperwork.
and we're also in other countries, so it's like we kind of have to go by their rules, or else we're like freaking fugitives or something.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do like some freaking backyard breeding and be like, oh, come pick up your puppy in this. I don't know.
I mean, it's a convenient thing to do, but it's definitely not right.
Yeah, and especially like we went through not a big process, but like we went through a professional, contract type of thing with Sky, and like he's registered and everything, and he comes with other papers that a dog should come with, and like that is how it should be. So I don't know. I think we'll just have to wait and see. But
we're definitely leaning towards mutilating him.
Oh, no.
That's the biggest reason why I hesitate to take his nuts off, is because that's the way that I initially see it. Is like, yeah, we're getting him neutered, but I see it more as like chopping off a body part, and I don't like the idea of causing him pain.
I mean, he's not gonna know.
I mean, he's not, but like he'll know, but he won't like. He'll know. He's definitely gonna know. You think one day he's just gonna like? Because once he gets off all the drugs, one day he's gonna turn around and be like, "Hey, man, something's not swinging back there."
I don't think
he's gonna know.
I don't think dogs really care like that. They're
he's
fine.
not. They don't. I don't think they care, but like they're also gonna. At some point, those drugs are gonna wear off. Like he's gonna feel the stitches. Like he's gonna know. He's a smart dog too.
Yeah, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. The other thing, or the other reason why we would want to take them off is because, obviously he's a boy and he has a lot of energy, and there's just like sometimes a little too much. And when you cut them off, they start to relax, and you have a normal dog.
Is that really a real thing?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were just like saying that.
No.
I mean, yeah.
No, that's the thing. When you cut them off, they start to relax.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's not. I'm not mad about his energy, like his happy energy type. Sometimes his testosterone comes out a bit, and then he tries to like try to big boy me or something. And I'm like, dude, you're literally like, I could punt you. Like he tries to act all tough with me sometimes, and I look down at him. I'm like, you're a child, you're a baby. I will kick you in the forehead, and it's not a hard target to miss.
It's also just like it's hard to tell right now too, because obviously he's still a puppy, so like you don't know what's normal behavior and what's just like his age behavior. So I don't know. We might keep his nuts on for a little bit and just see like how things go, because I mean we really don't have that much time until like we need to make sure he's settled and well behaved. So there's definitely a time frame here.
He's definitely starting to mellow out already. We're able to actually have him on the couch for an extended period of time these days. But it's mostly because of this new toy that I bought. That thing has got him distracted like nothing has ever had him distracted before.
He's still he still has his moments. He
Well, yeah,
definitely can't just like sit there and not do anything. He needs to have something to keep him busy.
he has ADHD.
Yeah. He needs to be chewing or playing with something. Otherwise, he'll probably lay down for all of 2 seconds. Unless he's tired and like he knows it's his nap time, then he will knock out. That is something that he's doing more often, is that he is able to like when he's tired, he'll just lay down, flop and knock out, which he used to not really do before, and especially on the bed. Now when we bring him in bed with us before we put him in the crate for the night, he'll actually like relax and just sleep on the bed for a little bit. So he's making progress there, but during the day when it's definitely not his nap time and I know he's not tired, he is a big ball of energy. So he does need to be occupied. But again, this is just like he's still a puppy. So there
He's the
are some
baby.
things, yeah, there are some things that like I think it's just because of his age. And he's just, it might get worse, honestly, because I'm pretty sure people said even at 1 years old, their dogs are like still kind of acting crazy, and it takes a bit for them to
Well, yeah,
finally
because that's
relax.
like that's where it really starts. That's like the teen years.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, I don't know. Right now we're in the middle, but definitely leaning towards chopping off the nuts.
yeah, but I really want chunky babies.
Yeah, I like the idea.
And also money.
Sure, yeah, that too. I think for me though, right now, like money and little chunky babies are cool. I just don't like the idea of like disabling a part of his body. I don't know.
It's
I know
normal.
it's normal. It's just that's just I can't help but see it that way. It's just like the same
He'll be
reason
okay.
why I don't like how people will cut off like bulldogs' ears.
Well, that's different because that is 100% not necessary.
And
That
like
is
what they'll do
strictly
to the
for,
tails as well.
yeah, no, that's definitely wrong because that's literally like
That's straight mutilation.
people are doing it for aesthetics. Like they just want their dog to look scary.
Yeah. And I
So
also
that's
found out
wrong.
that Doberman's ears get that as well. I realized that one of the
Hmm.
coworker that has a Doberman, those are the real ears. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then it clicked. I'm like, wait a minute. A lot of Dobermans have evil owners. And it's sad.
Well, for Dobermans, they do the stick. They have
Yeah,
to
but
wear
then
sticks.
he also told me that sometimes they actually just go ahead and
Well,
chop them up.
that's the easy way out, I'm pretty sure. But like typically when you have a Doberman, you have to do the sticks.
Yeah.
Unless you want a Doberman with floppy ears, but that's not what they're meant for. I mean, you can have a Doberman with floppy ears.
But that's what they're supposed to be. Like if there's not some human being like, "Oh, I want my dog to look cool," their ears are supposed to be floppy,
Yes,
and
they're
it's cute.
yes, naturally they're supposed to be floppy, but nobody in the world ever has their Doberman with floppy ears.
Well,
So you do that's why you gotta do
yeah.
the sticks.
Well, yeah, well, it's mean. Let the
It's
dogs be.
definitely it's definitely not anywhere near as bad as cropping ears.
Yeah, that's
That is bad.
just terrible.
That's mean.
So like the
Your
whole
poor
bull,
floppy ears.
the whole bull family is just like abused.
And people wonder why nobody likes these friggin' breeds. Because
Yeah, because then
you're making them like this.
yeah, you're making them look mean, and then there's a lot of bad owners out there that will not have their dogs under control. Now you got a mean looking dog that's doing mean things. Just you're ruining it for the rest of us.
Yeah. But instead we got chunky baby, chunky fat rat
Yeah, we got a chunky fat rat.
with floppy ears.
Yeah, he sure does have floppy ears.
But in conclusion, yeah. That is time will tell with that. With his nuts. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's something that we'll see have to, just see later down the line.
Show. What else do we got? What else? You haven't
Um
showed me whatever you have
because
over there.
it's really not worth anything crazy here. Uh the other day, listen, I was trying to be healthy. And this is something that everybody always says. It's not like anything crazy. It's pretty normalized.
Oh yeah.
The other day I just decided, I'm gonna have a glass of lemon water in the morning because everybody does that. It's just like a healthy thing, you know.
Who's everybody? I've never heard of this before.
It's
I've heard
pretty
like
normal.
uh ginger shots in the morning
I
or
mean, yeah,
like
you can do that too, but like it's pretty normal to drink lemon water. Like even
sure.
when you go to restaurants, like people put slices of lemon in your water. Like
Yeah,
it's
I guess.
normal. This isn't something that like, oh, I found this concoction online, let me go try it. So I did that. I don't know. I don't think there's like an exact amount of what you got to do. I just squeezed half a lemon inside because I'm pretty sure I saw somebody do that. No, I drank it. I made it a little warm because they said that's what you gotta do to get the vitamin C out of the lemon.
Okay.
So I did that, and then in the morning, I immediately felt tired and like groggy as soon as I finished, and then I knocked out. But then I woke up and I kind of felt sick, like my body just had no energy, and I was just very fatigued, and I don't know why. So that was the first issue. I was just kind of like dragging throughout the day because I feel like it just depleted my energy. And then we had lunch, and I don't know what happened, but my stomach turned into like a ball of acid, and I was on the toilet
The rest of the
for
day.
the rest of the night.
Yep. She spent the rest of the night on the toilet and it was gross. She nuclear bombed our toilet. It was gross. I could from where I'm sitting right now, I could smell it from the bathroom. So bad, guys, and it sounded horrible. It smelled worse than it sounded, but it sounded really bad as well.
I don't know. I don't know what happened because I had my breakfast, no issues there. We had lunch. I did have a donut.
That also didn't help.
So I don't know. I don't know if maybe it was just like it was just time that it was waiting for my stomach to explode, or like the donut triggered something or something. I don't know what I the coffee. I don't know.
I think a combination of all those things, honestly.
Maybe cuz I mean lemon is just like acid. I don't know. But yeah, the middle of the day my stomach was just like on straight fire. It was hurting so bad. I like couldn't sit or move or just like be in any kind of position because then it would just start burning again, and then I would have to keep going. I was literally going to the bathroom like every 5 minutes for the rest of the night.
Yep. Yep.
And then we were supposed to go to the gym that night, and I really wanted to. Like, I was okay to go.
No, you aren't.
My butthole was not okay, but like I was okay. Like I was like, you know what, let's get through it because
She
you know we're in training mode right now. We have no time to waste.
would have never made it.
And I thought I would have been okay because then I was like, you know what, this
Never would have made
movement
it.
will make me feel better. It's okay. But then we were like, fine, whatever. We'll just stay home. Literally like 5 minutes after we had finally decided, I was on the toilet for the longest time that I had been on the
Yep.
toilet throughout the whole day, and that was the worst case right there.
Yeah. So imagine if we had decided, yeah, let's go to the gym, and she's all of a sudden in the car letting her rip. Because that's what would have happened. Because, like she just said, that moment that we decided not to go, that ended up being the fieriest, longest lasting dookie of the night.
Yeah.
And man, if
I
we
mean,
had been in the car, it would have been RIP the car.
I felt better after that, so that was good. But like,
Yeah. You
yeah,
never would have made it though.
I definitely would have like shot myself in the car or shot myself in the gym, and either way, that would have been really
Yep.
bad.
And you would have put the gym toilet out of business.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a pretty sight. So yeah, not sure what that was. I don't know if I don't know. Like, I have seen that people say like it's it detoxifies your stomach, but then some people also say it doesn't, which would be fair if that was the case and it was just like cleaning my body out because I do have pooping problems. So like there is a
She
lot
does.
in there. that definitely needed to come out clearly because I was emptied that day by the end of the night. So that could also be the other thing, that maybe I was just like so backed up that it was just really a lot was happening and my body was just trying to cleanse itself.
I believe it.
So that's also possible. Or it was a concoction of just whatever I ate that day. But like, I feel like that definitely shouldn't be a problem because obviously people do this on a daily. Like, people literally tell you, like, oh, drink a glass of lemon water in the morning and then it'll help with digestion. Like, that's literally the point of it.
Yes.
But people aren't, exploding
Well, that's
in the middle
because
of their
people
day for
don't
them.
have like 2 weeks worth of poop backed up
Well,
on their
that's what I'm
tummy like
saying.
you
I
do.
think my body was just like cleansing itself and it really just died.
Yeah.
So I might have to test the theory out again just so I can get, a final conclusion as to how my body reacts to this. Just to see
I
if it
think the
was.
conclusion is made. I don't think you need to go through like the whole scientific method.
Well, I just want to
It's pretty
see
clear what
I just
happened.
want to see if it was that my body just needed to be cleansed.
It did. It very much did.
Well, then if anything, I do need to do that routinely because obviously I
Well,
still have pooping
yes,
problems.
because technically you're actually supposed to be pooping every day. But when you have a system like yours where you go like once every 2 weeks and then you decide this new thing of let me drink some lemon water, yeah, you're going to explode. But if
Yes.
you're like normal people, you poop every day.
I
And
try.
then if you might just need to do the lemon water thing like every day because at least that way you might actually be able to poop every day.
Maybe. It's just weird though, because like I also, for a good period of time, I was taking fiber, which is literally for that reason too. And that really didn't do anything other than like one time. So I don't know. Weird reaction there. But yeah, I exploded the other day. That was not fun. But
Yeah.
I guess I needed it, so can't complain. We'll see how it goes next time.
Yep.
Let's see. I guess we can talk about this briefly, but TikTok
What?
is coming to an end.
Oh. Oh no. What are we ever gonna do? Next topic.
It's
I
still
really don't care.
some people. It's supposed to be gone January 19th, so not too far from now. But
That's a month.
according, that's less than a month.
A month. Today's the
Oh
19th.
no. Oh yeah, I guess we have a month. Yeah, the only other thing that people are saying now, because obviously it passed the one thing that it did, so now it's like really on the road to be banned, but some people are still saying like, well, it's possible that it can still be bought out, but according to some interview, she said that that's still like not really in the works, and if it were to happen, it definitely should be happening by now because there's only a month left. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. And they're also saying like TikTok just doesn't really have a good argument to keep it compared to what
I
the
think it's a great argument.
what do you mean? Huh?
Wait, what?
What are you I didn't even say an argument. What are you talking about?
You just said you don't think TikTok has a great argument to keep it.
I'm saying they don't. Like that has been stated that TikTok does not have a good case.
I think they do. That's what I was saying.
Oh, no, people have come forward from the court saying like TikTok is not in a good stance right now. Because the way that it's being presented, TikTok is saying you're violating our First Amendment. The government is saying, well, it's violating or it's a risk to national security. First Amendment versus national security. Nobody cares about your First Amendment.
It's not a risk to freaking. There's.
Well,
It's total BS. It's it's not a risk to national security. Their issue is that they can't control it,
exactly.
and they want to control
well, that's why
everything.
they're saying that
Just
it's.
like they did Facebook and all these other stupid
Well, they're
sites.
saying it's a risk because obviously China has access to all these things.
No.
So in court, that is the fighting case. So when looking at
It's
it on
total
paper,
BS.
sure, but that's what the facts are. TikTok is arguing it's violating our First Amendment. The other argument is, well, it's violating or it's just a risk to national security. And to these people on the review, they do not care about what TikTok has to say when
I mean,
national
like,
security is in
I
question.
get it. I've heard the case for ever since this whole thing popped off. It's just I think we can all draw the conclusion that it's literal BS.
I mean, yeah,
America's
but
issue is that they can't seem to get a control over TikTok, so they're just like, all right, we can't control you, we don't want you. Two, they're claiming this whole like, oh, China has access to our personal information as if they don't collect our information. Literally, we've had this confirmed on this podcast alone multiple times in the past like 3 weeks. The FBI is listening. You guys saw our previous podcast these past couple of weeks with the moon landing, the flat Earth nonsense, and like how things suddenly weren't working when we were trying to look things up on the laptop, and then literally as soon as we got done recording, things started working on the laptop. Like it is so, and we
so
all know the quote unquote weird phenomenon that happens when you're like talking about a certain product or a subject around your phone with like a friend or family member, and then you go on your phone on like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, and that product will suddenly appear like on the first page. Like you guys collect our information probably more than what TikTok does. Your issue is that you're just not the one in control of it. So I think that what would be funny is if Elon Musk goes and does what he did with Twitter and he just swoops in and buys up TikTok.
if he wanted to, he would have done it by now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you
Well,
want to,
that's why people are saying like if it were to be bought out, then it should have already been in process. Like we're literally a month away. Contract should have already been going. So
yeah,
it's obviously, yeah, it's stupid, but like to the people on the review and in the court, they're looking at what's on paper. And those are the two arguments that are on paper. So looking at it that way, yeah, national security is going to beat First Amendment. So
yeah,
we'll
I
see.
guess, but it's total BS. It's so just corrupt. Just speaks to the massive corruption of our own government, and they're trying to do this in the name of like quote unquote protecting our citizens, even though you guys are the ones poisoning us and then keeping us sick and then farming us like we're freaking farm animals with money. You guys are ridiculous. Gosh, and I work for you, so I really shouldn't say any of that. But it's stupid. It's stupid. You just want to be in control over everything. It's so dumb. So Elon Musk, I challenge you. Buy
Oh
TikTok.
my goodness.
Do it. Do
Mm-hmm.
it. Save the app.
Somebody, I'm pretty sure this is false, but somebody said something about Kim Kardashian coming through to buy it.
I've not heard about that one.
I saw that a few days ago, but I think I saw a comment like directly after that saying like, no, that's just not happening.
I don't,
So
I don't. I don't even think she has enough money for that.
I think you'd be surprised.
I mean, she's like a billionaire probably, but you definitely need like tens of billions of dollars to be able to buy TikTok, which she definitely does not have at all.
I think she definitely does.
Tens of billions.
They've been in the industry since they were like 14.
She's been in the industry since she made that one video. Her family's
Well,
been famous for a while, yes, but they're like 100 millionaires, no more than maybe 2 billion individually.
they have a bunch of businesses and things. I think you'd be surprised how much money she has.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think she has the right amount. But either way, in all honesty, if you ask me if I care about TikTok, I'm gonna be like, nah. I'd be ready to delete the app tomorrow. To be honest, I don't really care for it like that. But if it is to say, I think the most realistic route for it to stay is Elon Musk to just come through and like swoop it up, and then like cut half the people like he did with Twitter. Except for he needs to get rid of that weird subscription stuff on Twitter. So people really have to pay for a check mark. It's so stupid.
I mean, that's with everything. Instagram's the same way. Snapchat.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Oh, and it's Jet Plus. I think of all the apps to have like a premium service, Snapchat is definitely the dumbest one.
Well, people actually make the most money on Snapchat compared to any
Yeah, but like,
app.
are we really still using it? Snapchat in 2024 like that?
Yes.
Oh,
Creators are definitely, yeah. Because that's the way that people are like actually getting involved or like making it a more personal experience with their viewers. Because obviously they're just like spam posting
right.
every second of their day. So their audience just kind of feels like they're a part of their daily lives compared to YouTube or TikTok where they're just posting a 30-second video of nothing. Snapchat, they're posting like their actual
How do
lives.
people have time for that?
What do you
Like
mean?
posting every second of their lives on Snapchat and then also living life.
Because that is their life. Two posts on Snapchat.
That's sad.
That's literally every influencer's life is to just post content.
That's whack. Um, Either way, I still think the Snapchat one is stupid.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, but to be fair, I've been disattached from Snapchat for like a few years now. I don't care for the app. I think I'm gonna delete it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and all the memories on there, a lot of that is just NBA 2K. Like, if I really were to go through my Snapchat memories right now, you would find everything from like, when did I start? Like 2016, 2017, maybe even before. But from that set of years all the way up to like 2020, it's just a lot of 2K clips that I was just like sending to friends, like, oh my gosh, look what I did. I dunked on this guy. So
Mm-hmm.
stupid. A lot of GTA stuff as well. And then from like 2020 on, it's mostly just like sparse pictures and videos. A lot of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have use for Snapchat.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If anything, like TikTok shuts down and then we're just going on to the next app. It's just going to be a rotating thing. So
Yeah.
nothing to worry about there. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Hey, whoosies. Um, any final thoughts? Any last things?
Ending questions? Question mark. I thought I saw some over
I
there.
guess. I guess. Speed round.
I feel like we haven't done ending questions in a while.
Would you rather buy all used underwear or used toothbrushes?
Oh my god. That is so vile. What?
I don't know. I saw it somewhere. I thought it was funny.
Uh,
I say use underwear because you can definitely like, throw a liner in there and then you don't have to worry about it.
or just wash it in what do people use? Like the vinegar stuff, like 100 times,
I mean,
and then you
yeah,
could
that
wear it
too.
all. I
Yeah,
would probably get the
I
used underwear.
definitely wouldn't do a toothbrush though because God knows how long bacteria can live on there and like how much you can actually
Yeah, I don't know
get
how
off of
often
that.
you guys switch your toothbrushes, but I'm pretty consistent about that. Uh,
Yeah, we switch
I
them out
would be
every other month.
terrified to know or to find out how often somebody else switches their toothbrushes. I feel like that's not like a commonly talked about or like taught thing.
No.
Because I like now I'm really wondering how much of you watching or listening, when was the last time you switched your toothbrush? Like really think about that. See how frayed your freaking brush is? I don't know, man. I think you need to
Especially
check your hygiene.
there I don't know what's the issue with boys and just like when it comes to hygiene, they're just like all up in there and then the bristles are like all spread out. Can't even
It's that
brush.
grown man strength, you know?
And then same thing washing your face are just like so rough. I don't know what's wrong with men.
Well, I
Anyways,
don't. What do you mean?
well, I'm talking about other people, not you.
Yeah.
I see how you
Because
do
I'm very
things.
like, especially with toothbrushes, that gives me the ick. Uh, I'm very consistent about that, but also I will like shorten the cycle if like I get sick for 2 days, new toothbrush as soon as I get done being sick. Like I don't play about that.
I mean, yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, but
Same thing with like
I bet people don't do that.
I don't do that if I'm sick.
Yeah, so you've probably had a multitude of terrible, gross toothbrushes in your life.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah, before I used to never switch out my toothbrush. I think until I got
you're
with you.
horrible. You're vile.
I
I should have
literally,
never kissed
I
you.
literally don't care. It's like there's been worse things in my mouth. Like, come on.
Well, that okay. Anyways,
Like, if we're really concerned about a freaking toothbrush,
yes, we
there's
are.
been there's been other things.
I don't
Gosh,
care. It's gross, especially after you get sick, because then you can just be in an endless loop of being sick.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But it's like it's also the same thing with like when it comes to makeup. You're supposed to throw it out when you get like an eye infection or a sty. I would never throw out my makeup. I would keep the same makeup.
You're an idiot. I think you're just stupid, but
I just don't care.
I definitely care.
Anyways, underwear is the answer there.
Yeah,
That's definitely
that's
better.
probably why you've had so many cavities and I haven't, because you're disgusting.
No, it's just in my genetics.
Also, you're disgusting.
Sure. What pasta shape would you be?
Linguini.
You're gonna be a stick.
No.
I like
I've always felt a special kinship to the alphabets.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of those. I was thinking of more like penne or like the rotinis. I like the rotini. All curvy.
Sure.
Holds the flavor as well. In the curves.
Yeah. I like the alphabets. Helps me remember.
Okay. If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
Purple.
So simple. I want to be navy. I like a navy.
Fair, I guess.
I think I look like a navy.
Yeah.
You look like an orange. not
I
the
don't even know
fruit.
what that's supposed to
Not
mean.
the fruit, the color. I don't know. I see you as like orange or yellow. Which is weird because you wear none of those. But like just you as a person, I think that just matches
You
your
know
vibe.
why I don't wear none of those? I'm still hurt. I've told this story multiple times. Well, for anybody that doesn't know, that's also listening or watching.
You probably have, and I don't remember.
I've done, you'll know. When I was in like ninth grade, I showed up to my French class in a orange shirt, I believe it was, that day, and I thought I looked good in the orange shirt. It was a nice orange shirt. I felt confident that day.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I went into my French class. I sat down, and then this like I don't know if she was also in ninth grade or in 10th grade, but I sat down. I'm having a good old day, happy as can be. And then this girl turns around and she's like, "Hey, you should never wear that shirt again. It looks horrible on you. Orange is not your color. Never wear orange again." And then I was like, I was distraught. I threw that shirt away that day, and I never wore orange or yellow again.
to be fair, she makes a good point. That is not your color. Like it would not look good on your skin tone.
That's what she was getting at.
Yeah.
And I used to be a lot darker, so I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. With you being darker, that I don't think it'd look as bad, which is interesting.
I don't know, man. She destroyed my soul that day, so I never wore those colors.
Yeah.
I don't buy them. If somebody buys them for me, I conveniently like lose it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Last question. If you had a door in your house that went anywhere in the world, where would it be? Anywhere in the world.
That's a good question.
Where would you want to go on a daily basis if you could?
I would like the door open up to the inside of a bank vault. A bank vault stacked to the ceiling with cash.
I thought we were thinking like destination, like let me go to the beach.
I was thinking strategically.
I guess there weren't no rules saying you
couldn't
do otherwise.
But I don't know, like where's a place in the world that like I would really want to go a lot if I just opened that door? I feel like at some point I get sick of the same place.
I don't know, like freaking like a stadium, somebody's basketball stadium.
Yeah, open the door, be inside the Heat Arena,
hop in, get a.
But then I still have to like pay for the tickets. Because where am I gonna sit?
Well, imagine that this is like a you do whatever you want type of situation. That isn't in play here. Like it's just you have the stadium to yourself.
Mm.
No rules. Just think like no rules. If you just want access to everything.
Mm, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the bank vault.
I guess.
Yeah, it's strategic. Just pull out some money whenever you want.
Yeah. I'd say I don't know. It's a tough question. There's a lot of places
Or
because I'm thinking more destinations. So I'm trying to think like where would I want to be every day?
I think since our lifestyle does consist of a lot of not being close to family, open a door to just general like Florida. That way we don't have to pay for a flight to go home or
I
have to worry about
guess.
transporting Sky everywhere. We could just walk through the door and be back in Florida.
Yes, but
That'd
that's
be
not as
pretty.
fun. Thinking more fun. I think I want to go to a
Oh,
destination.
well, you heard it here first, guys. Family is lame. She does
Well,
not like you guys.
no, that's what I'm trying to say. But obviously, with that kind of question, nobody's going to be like, "Oh, give me a door to send me home."
It's cost
If
effective.
you had the option to choose anywhere in the world, you're going to choose. Oh, send me back to Florida.
It's cost effective. You know how much money we spend?
Yes, I'm aware of the money.
Goodness. And now we got a dog. Now we got a kid in the next few years.
Yeah,
Now I need
they're
that
free
door.
for a good portion of the next few years.
Yeah, well, we need that door at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I want to go to this. I want to go to Switzerland.
how about?
Ooh, what about London?
Nah,
No,
I get sick of London pretty quick.
I want Switzerland.
What about like Tokyo?
I pictured that answer for you.
Yeah. Now that my brain is cleared up and I'm not thinking like strategy.
Well, that's why I said don't think like that. Like think like fun, more
Yeah, I
destination.
would say Tokyo. I've always wanted to go to Japan. In fact, I would put Japan towards the top of my list if we had to PCS anywhere. But she doesn't, she has her whole thing against like Asian culture. She's racist. She's not racist. That was a
Uh,
joke. It was a joke.
that is
Don't
not true at
cancel
all.
her.
Gosh.
Well, because I brought up the suggestion.
Well, yeah, but the way that you worded that was like that's true, but not in the sense that you worded it. It's more in the like I don't want to deal with having to learn how to live that lifestyle.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean though.
There's too much that I don't want to have to deal with. At least like anywhere else in the world, you can get to understand some things. I can't understand words that aren't even freaking words; they're just a bunch of lines.
Well, the thing is though, is
And I'm aware
I
that
don't.
they speak English. Yes, I'm aware. I
Yeah,
don't
like
care.
it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah, I know, but
They
I
actually go
no.
out of their way to accommodate for us.
Yeah. I'm well aware. It's still just not the lifestyle that I want.
I look, I was just actually this was part of the conversation that I was talking about earlier with one of our new good friend. Is we were both talking because he was actually the one that brought it up first. He's like, I think I might want to go to Japan after Italy. I'm like, dude, if I was single, I would have been on the first flight out to Japan or Korea because
Of course you would be.
I've always been interested in the culture, and especially Okinawa. You guys know I'm like a big fan of the original Karate Kid, right? Mr. Miyagi is from Okinawa. I gotta go there, and then like do the crane kick on the beach and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I would. That's Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, whatever, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, yeah. No, I would definitely be so down to do a tour in any Japan base, uh, Korea as well. Although lately, over the past like actually in this year alone, I ran into a bunch of people that have opposing uh views. Because even our good friend, he said he liked it, but it really wasn't like. I mean, the air quality is god awful. The other guy that I had the TDY with, he just hated Korea because it's just a giant concrete forest.
Yeah.
There's like no nature. It's just all a bunch of like industrial buildings and yeah. I don't know. I just think it's a cool experience. I mean, it's definitely new places to travel and culture, especially out in Japan with Tokyo and all the other major cities. But I don't know. We'll probably take the time to travel at least over there.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question again? Oh yeah, that's
You
where I would
already
go.
answered it. Yes.
You know, I always ignore like the southern parts of the world,
I do not want to go. I don't care to go over there.
like South America. Although a lot of those are just like
It's
South
dangerous, it's
America.
dirty, and I'm good.
Yeah, South America is literally just like cartel country.
Yes.
Like all of it, literally all of it. But you know, there's still like the spots here and there that you need to go to at least once. Um,
Yeah, I could really care less to ever make my way to South America in my lifetime.
Yeah, it's true. There's also Africa. There's a lot down there.
Yeah, I do.
Especially the northern part.
I do want to go to Africa one day. I want to ride an elephant.
Especially the northern part. I think.
Or a camel.
Yeah. And oof, the amount of history down there.
Yeah. Well, this is going to go on for a little too long if we keep on talking about this. Yeah. We have our answers. Tokyo, and I want to go to the Swiss Alps. Send me to the mine.
Fair enough.
Nice and peaceful over there. Nice and beautiful. Catch some slopes during the wintertime. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we are gonna finish off here. My brain farted. Sorry.
Australia.
You want those spiders? They're gonna start coming through the door.
You know, it was a joke. I don't think I would ever.
And koalas with chlamydia.
Huh?
Koalas.
They have chlamydia?
You didn't know that?
Oh my goodness.
Koalas have chlamydia.
You know, props to you Australians.
That's why they say don't touch them.
Hey, you know what? Maybe Steve Irwin was a lot cooler than I thought. R.I.P. by the way. What a guy.
Stupid stingray.
Yeah. Actually, did you see that they made a wax figure?
Yes, I saw it.
And they showed it to the son, and he was like super emotional. That's a big moment for the culture right there. Big shout out to Robert. But yeah, no, props to all you Australians out there. You guys might be like the toughest people on the planet. I'm not gonna lie. To grow up around all that nature,
snakes and spiders,
and then a lot of you choose to stay there. Oof.
People are proud.
Yeah, no, you guys are a tough group.
Go out there one day. Okay.
But I would never willingly go. Like, I'll look at Australia on the maps from a distance. You guys can keep it.
Yeah, it's scary out there. Oh, so many bugs.
Yeah.
You
already canceled me with the spiders of it. I hate spiders. And then you guys have like the Harry Potter type spiders, the big. Yeah, no.
Yes, they're literally like half the size of the wall, and that's not even being dramatic.
Yeah.
They're so disgusting, and snakes just like slithering all up in the trees and
toilets.
And every
scorpions,
crevice. No, I'm getting chills thinking about it.
Yeah. And then not to mention, you literally have a wild animal running around that's willing to box you.
Kangaroos.
You literally have professional boxers for animals crazy. Just running around. Yeah, you guys are different, man. Props.
Yeah.
Any whoosies, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I have to dookie.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's ready.
Well, we'll see you guys on Tuesday for the vlog. And
yeah, we're going to a little town called Treviso.
Yes. More adventures to come.
Yeah, with our friends.
If you don't stick around to watch the vlog, which you definitely should be, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Holidays.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you guys next week.
Happy New Year and whatnot.
Yes. Hope you guys have a good weekend.
Yeet.
See you later.
See ya.